What up? It's your boy Wall Street, and I'm on some reminiscing type of time today because I want to talk about the legend that was Kawhi Leonard's 2018-2019 NBA season. His lone and only season with the Toronto Raptors, in which he led them to their first ever title as an organization. And I want to talk about this because it is just, I still sometimes just like think about how wild this was, that he gets traded there and wins the championship first year and then just dips. And I started thinking about this because of all the memes that came out, with his laugh where, he was like, yeah, I'm really a fun guy, but I can't give you a whole spiel. That was my Kawhi laugh. But that's how his laugh sounds in that video. Go look at it. And he was just such an incredible force in the playoffs. It's just that one shot to win the series against the Sixers in the semis. Just absolutely insane. I've never seen anything like it. In that series, averaged nearly 35 points per game, 10 rebounds per game, and 4 assists, and was playing nearly 40 minutes a night. Shot 53% from the field. I mean, just absolutely incredible. And a lot of people say that, oh, well, they wouldn't have won the championship if the Warriors weren't so injured. And sure, maybe that's the case, but that didn't happen, and the Raptors won the championship. And it really did cement Kawhi in history, because his career after that time was, or has been fairly lackluster. Hasn't had good playoff series really. I mean, he's had a couple where he's performed pretty well, but I think it's always going to get overshadowed a little bit by the series that they had in the bubble, where, they basically, I think that's when they gave up the 3-1 lead, or 3-1 lead to the Nuggets. And, Lou Williams came out after that and was like, oh, we just didn't want to be there, this, that, whatever. And it kind of just put this bad blemish on Kawhi. Kind of this idea that him and the rest of the Clippers, they don't really want to play. They're just there to make their money, things like that. And, if that's what you're trying to do, no worries, I feel you. At the end of the day, it is a job, but it's a job that a lot of people are passionate about. And if you're going to, put that much time and effort into something, you might as well be passionate about it. YOLO. And I just think, it feels like everyone's kind of forgotten about how good Kawhi Leonard was when he was in Toronto. And I think he just needs a fire lit under him, and, he'll be good. Right, he can have a solid 16 games, right? Barring any sort of injury or things like that. He's a little bit older now, obviously, but he's an incredible player. And I think the thing about him is that he's so strong physically that he really can do whatever he wants on the court. And people underestimate this a lot in basketball, but his hands are massive. So when you have these huge hands playing basketball, he's going to get a lot of rebounds. He's going to have a lot of control over the ball. And, he's just going to be able to move a lot more freer out there than someone who can't really palm the ball to that ability. So just an incredible player. And I really do miss the Toronto Raptors, Kawhi Leonard. That's a throwback jersey I gotta get. I gotta get a Kawhi Leonard Raptors jersey. That would be a good piece for my collection, not gonna lie. Been collecting jerseys for a little while now, guys, but I just started, in the past year or two, so I'm still trying to compile over time. They'll get better, but they're not for hanging up and doing all that. I want to wear my jerseys, so I usually get replicas or the fast break jerseys so I can wear them. I wear them to the beach, to the pool, outside playing basketball, all that. What's the point of a jersey if you're just going to hang it up, right? That's not that fun. But back to the main point. Kawhi Leonard's Toronto Raptors days are legendary, and I know they probably will never retire his jersey, but just did an incredible amount for that organization. And, really cemented Masai Ujiri too. Like I think him making that trade, trading away DeMar DeRozan and getting Kawhi Leonard back, that was like a big risk because they were like, well, Kawhi might not sign. He doesn't want to be here. He wants to be in California, which turned out to be the case. But he played out the year. They made it to the finals, and the rest is history, right? And Kyle Lowry is always going to be a Toronto Raptors legend, but I think people don't want to give it to Kawhi because they're like, oh well, he was only here for 1 year and then he ditched us. He didn't really his contract was up, like. If I were him, yeah, I probably would have stayed with the Raptors just because, you're the hero there now. Like, you're going to be the best player in Raptors history if you just continue to play good and have, good all-star level seasons. If you win another championship, great, but if not, they never had a championship before anyway, and you're the only one that was able to do it for them. So I really was disappointed that he winded up leaving, but it was a good run nonetheless. Those Raptors playoff series were really just something else. Like, if you're ever just bored of the NBA right now, go look up Kawhi's 2018-19 season highlights from the playoffs, and you'll be like, wow. Whoa, what is just, this guy was on something else. He was on a different planet. Man was bionic, doing crazy stuff. So I just wanted to talk about that. It was on my mind. I was like, I might as well just hop on the mic today, tell everybody how I'm feeling about Kawhi Leonard, because I feel like I've hated on Kawhi Leonard a little bit on this channel, which is not my intention. But, his Clippers days just haven't been as good, and I miss the old Kawhi. I miss the old Toronto Raptors Kawhi Leonard that was just getting bucket after bucket, getting boards, dunking on people, game winners, all that. Those were the days, man. Those were the days. But let me know what you guys think. If you, were around and watching the NBA, during the 2018-19 season, what did you think about Kawhi Leonard? Where do you think his Raptors season ranks in, all-time individual seasons for players in the NBA? Like, does he, is he comparable to some of the greats? Is he a Hall of Famer? Let me know that. Want to know your thoughts, so leave me some comments. As always, if you like the video, please give me a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Without further ado, I'll let you go. Take it easy. Have a great rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time of day it is. And I'll check back in with you soon. Stay safe, handle business, stand on business. Peace.